Yo, y'all know who it is. Tony from Stick With Us Delivery Service. Hey, I'm going to chop it up today, man. I want to teach you all how to get high-paying loads. You know, be able to get high rates in this industry. I'm not going to say it's easy. It does take some work. It takes some dedication. It takes some relationship building. It takes your business being properly structured. That's one of the main keys about this game. You know you want to have your business set up properly anyway, even for funding purposes. You know, like people that don't have that much capital, but they want to start this business. You're interested in starting this business, and you want to do what you have to do, you know, to get started. But you know, I think a lot of things that mess a lot of us up is that we don't have the money, and I get it. I understand. You know, I had to work extremely hard to get up enough money to get my first cargo van. It was not easy. Like, well, I remember them days out in the rain doing DoorDash, you know, but everybody ain't gonna do what I did. Everybody ain't gonna make the sacrifices I made to get to where I'm at today. But the ones that's willing to make the sacrifice, the ones that's willing to hustle, the ones that got it in them, then the sky's the limit for you. You know, I already can like see, you know, predict your outcome in a way, you know, because I understand you all, some of you all just are hustlers. I always say you got to be cuffing that cloth. If you ain't cuffing that cloth, then, you know, you might be okay with that 9 to 5. You know, that might be the way you need to go. Stay with the 9 to 5, stay with the benefits, stay with that lifestyle. You know, everybody ain't ready to become a business owner and put in what you have to put in that to reap those type of rewards and that fruition, you know. I get a lot of people like online, man. It's like, it gets a little crazy sometimes, man. Like people don't even know me, don't even know like all the people that I help throughout the United States, and everybody always got an opinion, and it's like, well, what are you doing to help somebody? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, what are you doing to help somebody get to the next level? Show me one of your receipts. You know, you ain't got to show as many as I have. Show me one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ignore a lot of stuff on social media because it's like, I'm serving my purpose. I'm helping as many people as I can. So for me, you know, it comes with the territory, man. But always remember, I'm a God-fearing man, and I'm covered at all times, and I serve something way bigger than the flesh. You know what I'm saying? So, not to get off subject, but I just felt like I needed to say that. You know what I mean? Spirit in me told me I need to say that out loud, so I said it. But back to what I was saying, for you all to get high-paying rates, loads for cargo vans, box trucks, even if you're in the medical carrier space, these are some of the things you got to do, right? So when you start your business, don't put transportation in it, don't put delivery in it. You can put courier. Now you can use courier, that you can use. You want to do like enterprise, you want to do consulting, you want to do holding, you want to do groups, you want to do services. I don't know if I said enterprise, but I probably did. But that's how you want to structure your business. LLC, EIN, business bank account. When you go to get a business bank account, make sure you're with a good bank. Make sure it's a bank that you can grow a relationship with, and that bank can get you funding and something like that. That's very important as well. You know, all of this plays a role in this business. Another thing you want to do, make sure you get your DUNS number. A DUNS number. Make sure when you structure your business, everything matches up. The LLC, the EIN, the DUNS number. Make sure you got the same address, same email, same phone number. You want to have that on all of it, all the way across the board. You don't want to have anything mismatching, because now you don't look like a properly structured business. So make sure y'all don't do that. Another thing you want to do is, once you figure out what type of commercial vehicle you want, commercial insurance you want, y'all always know I give y'all that gem. Make sure you get the business insurance so you can get that huge discount on your commercial insurance. If you don't know how to do that, I got probably a couple of videos back. I explained the whole breakdown of that. Another thing you all have to do, right, is once you got that commercial vehicle, commercial insurance, now you need to go get your DOT number, your MC number, your BOC3 number, your UCR number. Make sure your insurance company, once you file your DOT number, make sure the insurance company filed the BMC-91 form. If they don't file it, your MC number, which is your operating authority, it will not be approved. So make sure, like, that's why I say make sure everything is structured properly. A lot of us is not making sure everything is structured properly, and we keep hitting bumps in the road, you know? So I'm trying to prevent you all from hitting any bumps in the road, you know, just being real with y'all, you know? I can sit here and say, you know, it's so crazy I'm able to watch like so many people and how they navigate through this business. I can sit here and tell somebody, hey, make sure you do it like this. Like I got several videos telling y'all what to do. Some people gonna do it, some people not. The ones that don't, you have to accept what come with that. The ones that do, they be the ones that say, Tony, I did 3,000 this week. Tony, I did 4,000 this week. My fleet owners, Tony, I just did 30,000 this week. Tony, I just did 100K this week. You know? So it's a huge difference on how you structure your business. You know, and that's why I tell people, man, like, I don't want to just keep talking and talking and talking and I feel like I'm doing this in vain. You know, like if I tell you, hey, if you're a new beginner, you have no experience in this game, you never did this before, make sure you signed up with multiple dispatch companies. If I give you my partners and companies that I want you to sign up to, go through the onboarding process. I don't care if it take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Go through the process. Stop being so impatient. Stop being in such a hurry to build an empire. Who builds an empire in a hurry? It doesn't make sense. Stop being in a hurry. Where you going? Don't you want to build something amazing? Building a business is your baby, so what are you rushing it for? We have to stop doing this. You know, because a lot of people, you're going to fail if you move incorrectly. I want you to move correctly. And that's part of having patience. You got to have patience. I always tell y'all, Rome was not built overnight, man. And a lot of us is just, some people, I just don't like how they moving. I'm going to just be real with y'all. Some people, I don't like how you moving. I'm going to tell y'all straight up. Because the amount of content I have, the amount of videos I have, my portals online, my free classes I've been doing lately, it's like, come on, man. And I'm only doing a lot of free classes because as a pioneer in this industry, someone who's been in this industry for a while, I had to make an executive issue. Either I'm going to watch people go down the wrong road, or I'm going to create a platform, create a room to where they can be in the room and understand what to do and make sure they do it the right way and not mess up. So you know what? Let me do a couple of free classes, workshops, get people on here and teach them exactly how I do this business. And people have got some amazing information out of my free workshops. You know, and sometimes you got to take initiative like that, and that's something that I had to do. I had to take initiative to teach you all the right way to get started, so y'all not making these mistakes and dropping the ball. You know, I don't want y'all dropping the ball. I want y'all to make as much money as possible. So like I was saying, there's two ways. There's a couple of ways, but one way is your age MC number. Take the time to sit on about 6 months. Some brokers might even say 12 months. Another thing you all can do, if you know someone who have an age MC number, ask them if you can use their MC number. You know, have you fill out an operating agreement, and then you can take it from there. Now you can use an age MC number to start getting loads. Long distance loads, you're gonna be getting 90 cents, $1, $1.10, $1.25. I'm telling you, these are the type of rates I get. I know what you're going to get, but you got to take the time, you know, to build this. It's not gonna come overnight. You know, another thing too, make sure you build a relationship. Even if you with dispatch companies, people have this thing like they're in such fear to sign up with dispatch companies or carrier companies. Like anybody who I've ever known in my life who got into this business and understand this business, we all went about this the same way. Like we all started with carrier companies. We all started with dispatch companies. You got people ain't even in the game 2 weeks and talking about brokers. It's like your feet ain't even wet. You don't know nothing about the business. Like, why are you skipping so many steps? I don't want to work with the dispatcher. They ain't paying me enough. How long you been doing this? 3 weeks? What are we talking about? So you mean to tell me you can build a relationship with a company that don't know you from a can of paint in 3 weeks? Doesn't make sense. I get it, y'all. Common sense is not common anymore. I get it. But it got to come to a point where we at least got to start using some type of common sense. You know, we can't be oblivious to building a relationship. It's no different if you meet a woman or a man or whoever your partner is. You think that they're going to give you the world in 1 week or 2 weeks? No, they're not. They got to play it by ear. They got to see how you move. They got to make sure this is a good fit. You know, we got to make sure I can trust you. We got to build some type of rapport. We're living in a world where everything is so fast that where we're not even taking time to build relationships, and that's going to be your demise. So I don't want nobody failing in this game. I want you to win, but I want you to do it the right way. So when I say follow the blueprint, I got my blueprint laid out. I'm almost at 1,700 people that I personally mentored. You know, for me to personally mentor you, I got to take time out of my business to help you grow your business. So if you don't think that it got to come with a price, then I don't know what to tell you. Because what I look like continue to slow down my progress and my company to say, you know what? I'm going to take on thousands of people. There's no way I can do it. That's impossible. I won't have a company no more if I did that. You know, so it's almost like, you know, you got to pay to play, man. I tell people this all the time. You got to pay to play. That's common sense. I had to pay to play. You know, I had to go get me a mentor. You know, and that was the best decision I ever had in my life. So y'all don't let these people on social media fool y'all. I think when people come over to me, it's like a rude awakening because it's like social media done lied to you so much. So now you come to me and you get the real. You're like, oh, damn, they told me to do it. Nope, that ain't how you do it. You do it like this. And then you know what happened? Man, Tony, you was right, bro. Man, I did 4,500 this week. Proud of you. And you know what I do? I screenshot it and I put it in my story so all y'all can see the conversation. That's what I do. But yeah, man, make sure y'all properly structure. I don't want to talk y'all head out too much. Make sure you properly structure. Make sure you get up and running. If you need my assistance, just text READY to 772-362-1777. It's really just that simple, man, and I'll get you up and running. I always tell y'all stick with us because we truly got you. Put the culture on my back. You heard?